here are the 4 stages of business in general. Here are the 4 stages of business, no matter the business. Stage 1, the dream. Ta-da! Stage 2, the nightmare. Oh my God! Stage 3, the reality. Stage 4, the settlement or the compromise. Never forget the student who comes to tell me, Cherif, I have a dream. I want to open a bed and breakfast. We're going to retire, my husband and I, bed and breakfast right there on the bluffs, right there next to San Francisco. It's beautiful. We saw the property. It's just so beautiful. It's rustic and it's historic. I said, rustic and historic? Let me tell you, I know hotel business. That means it squeaks when you walk? Yeah. It leaks when it rains? Yeah. Let me explain to you. Do you cook breakfast? Oh, I hate cooking breakfast for my husband. That's the problem we always have every morning. He wants me to cook. You're going to have a bed and breakfast. Your own husband you don't cook breakfast for. You're going to cook for a stranger? So I try to give people, here is the nightmare, understand the nightmare, understand the nightmare. So between the dream and the reality, my job is to expose the nightmare. And if you understand the nightmare, you will go quickly from here to here. Most people have a dream. Oh, we're going to be partners. We're going to open a shoe store. And we have this idea about shoes that can go this way and that way. And when you walk, they flop. What a dream. What a great idea. A great business idea. Go patent it and make it happen. Next thing they know, it's a nightmare. They can't find the location. They don't have money. The partner stole the thing and they ran over here. So, and they face reality. But sometimes they don't make it. The nightmare stops them. They're out. How many people saw the show Shark Tank? Shark Tank? Okay, Shark Tank, if you don't know, is a show for people that had a dream about a business. Like this chef comes up and he created something and now he's got it in little cans and it makes the chicken, just a wonderful chicken that can be sold in cans, and he can sell millions of cans and he can be rich. His dream was he's going to make millions. He's going to be the best chicken whatever in boxes. Next thing you know, he doesn't have money. He doesn't have help. He doesn't have the technology. He doesn't have staff. He doesn't have anything. So he comes over facing the reality, and often they cry, these grown-up people, telling the investors sitting there, all right, I have this beautiful thing. I invented that. I want you to taste it. And they taste it. And I would like you to give me the money. And they settle by the investors telling them, and how much do you want? I need $150,000 and I'll give you 50% ownership. Are they now settling and compromising for something way beyond the dream they started with? Yes or no? Because the nightmare was too much. They had to face reality and now settle for something. And here is the shock. The investor says, 150,000 for 50%, I'll tell you what. I'll give you 150,000 to own 95%. Yeah. You would be happy to get 5%. And the guy starts and crying. Hey, don't cry because money doesn't cry. Money doesn't have emotions. They're ruthless. And if somebody sat with the person and told them, let me explain to you the nightmare of business before you go in. Like people tell me, oh, I want to go into a land and develop it. And ask, have you developed before? Are you sure you can do this? Do you understand what can go wrong? Do you know what it is to go and get entitlement with the city and get approvals and get loans for developments today? And what can go wrong and all this? I remember sitting with this lady, they wanted to get into the MIXIF fund, the private fund. We were in New York, husband and wife. And I said, all right, so I want to know you a little bit. You have to be accredited. Do you have a net worth of 1 million? She said, Cherif, I want to tell you about my dream. I immediately thought of this that I developed many years ago. I said, tell me about your dream. Who would like a little apartment in the Champs-Élysées in Paris? Because I like to shop. I like expensive things. The husband is sitting there quiet. I said, what do you do, sir? He said, I'm retired. I said, do you have nice income? He said, I'd like to be private about my money. I said, well, for a syndication, I need to ask you certain things so we get to know each other better. That is a requirement for you to get into the syndication. And he said, well, we have dreams. Don't shoot our dreams down. We have $60,000 in retirement income, and that's all we have. We haven't saved anything. What? I can take you in MIXIF and let me give you the reality of what you have to deal with. You cannot buy something in Champs-Élysées right now. And you cannot wear gold and you cannot do this. Start building the right way. Start being more cautious, etc. I had to explain to them so they are not dreaming endlessly. And some people get upset about it. I mean, look, you can have goals or you can have dreams. What's better? Goals. Set up the goals and chunk it one step at a time.